Hello all my fluffy marshmallows out there. Welcome to Marmalade Boy, Chapter 2. This one was an interesting one, because it starts off at school. They're all talking about blah, 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 club stuff this, blah, 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 club stuff that. And then Marmalade, and then Yu-chan decides it's a good idea to be announced and shown on the projector screen. He's basically telling them about how he's coming, about how he got to the school, yada, yada, yada. Then he starts mentioning things about Mika. Mika's like, oh, that idiot, he shouldn't be talking about stuff. Wait, he's talking about me? So she starts talking to her friend, and then she realizes again, wait, he's talking about me? What? So she bursts into the room and is like, please, 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 please don't tell anybody about me. Please don't. Our parents are just friends. They're not family. They're just friends. We're just living with each other. That's it. But no, he was about to tell all about how their family are together and how the parents did that. They got married, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was about to think that him and Mika were in a relationship, but they're not. And then everybody freaks out. They're like, geez, why did you just have to bust in for some reason? So she starts talking over the loudspeaker about all that. And then she's like, because you would have told everybody that something happened between us. Our family would have been told about. We're all stupid. We're all weird. Just don't say anything. And then the reporter guy's like, but that would have been a good idea. So she smacks the reporter in the head. He goes unconscious for a few seconds. She's like, that'll teach him. Then he comes back with another comment and they get in a fight. And then two producer guys, while Ginta's in the background, while Ginta's in the background, two classmates are just like, wow, look at his face. She's really, 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 really scared the crap out of him. And then Ginta's like, you're being so silly. You're being so silly. It's like, geez, really? You humiliated us. You humiliated me most. Then he's like, don't go blaming everybody. You're the one who just popped in unexpectedly and just started screaming shit for no reason. He's like, well, did you want everyone to know about a dysfunctional family, which is a real pain in the ass? I don't think so. Then one of the teachers that's really liked by them and all the other students comes up to them and starts telling them stuff. He's like, I saw your broadcast. It was nice. Quite the stir. Yada, yada, yada. She starts explaining, please, 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 please keep this a secret from other people. Please, 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 please keep the secret about our parents from other people. And then he's like, sure, I will. And then they're like, thank you. He's like, so that's Nachuan, huh? Namura, huh? You call him Nachan? Yeah. He's an awfully nice teacher, she says. But he's also my club advisor for tennis. And she's like, come to think of it, have you not joined any clubs yet? Or are you going to join any clubs? And he's like, nope. And she's like, you're kidding, right? She's like, if you join a club, please don't join the tennis club. He's like, rude girl. She looks at him like, I'm not rude. You're the rude one, not me. Then he starts explaining how even at his old school, Yu-chan never, and I repeat, never, decided to join any clubs. Because they would take up time from his schedule. Excuse me. For, maybe a job, maybe some after-school stuff he wants to do at home, yada, 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 things like that. Mika's like, a part-time job? Charming. He's like, something like that. And she's like, I hope he's not planning to go to our college, because if he does, he won't need to take the exam. And then Yu-chan starts talking to her about this random building over there. And she's like, oh, that's the library building. He's like, I wonder why there was no library at home on campus. And she's like, yeah, it's kind of boring. It's only full of books. Old books. Sometimes Miko goes in there, but, you know, nothing much to it. And then she asks him, you haven't eaten lunch, you should eat lunch. And then Yu-chan decides it's a good idea to go skip class, 5th period, for some reason. And then Mika's like, huh? You skipping class? What the hell are you doing skipping class for? And he's like, catch up with your 6th period. See you later. Oh, Lord. And she's like, wait. What does he mean? What does he mean? What does he mean? Bell. Oh, shit. I'm going to be late for class. So then we catch up with Yu-chan at the library. This random girl just standing there. Wonder if he's thinking about it being Mika. I still think he has the hots for her, but, you know, you never can really tell, though it is kind of pretty obvious. So then, he meets up with her in gym class, 6th period, just like he said. She's talking to all the girls. I mean, Mika's thinking about, Yu-chan, like, his behavior's so weird. I just don't get it. And then these girls start coming up to her and Mikio. And they're like, well, I didn't know you lived with him. Whoa. I didn't know you lived with him. Please. I really wish I could switch places with you and live with him. And she's like, yeah, it's nothing really there's nothing really worth talking about. Parents are friends. Doesn't affect us. Yada, yada, yada. And then the girls start talking over and over again. They're like, what? That's weird. His personality is so weird. They're like, oh. The girls are like, oh, he's such a sweet guy. He's friendly. And then Mika's like, that jerk. Despite the fact he's always being mean to me, he's wearing sheep's clothing. And then out of nowhere, someone screams, go! And then all of a sudden, you see them playing basketball. And she's like, whoa. Mika's like, whoa, he's actually pretty good at sports, too. Show off. And then here comes Ginta. Ginta comes in and everybody's like, what's Ginta doing here for? Now if his grades are good too, I'm gonna get mad. Because everybody thinks that because everybody knows Ginta's really good at sports, so they're like, has he really come to show off again? Really? And then Mikio starts talking about how if he's that good, if Yu-chan's that good, he won't even need to take the entrance exam. And if Ginta's that good, he won't need to take it either. Because it's difficult, but usually they won't need to take it. All the girls are like, I wonder if Yu-chan's so popular. And then she's like, and then Mika's like, what was all that about? And then the girls are like, that's not it, it's only Ginta. He's worrying won't Mika be taken away. Basically. Yada yada yada, chit chat. And then she starts reflecting on how it's been a long time since she was rejected by Ginta. Then their group was called up. She starts being lost in thought. Mikio starts telling Mika. And then she starts telling him about, I forgot to tell you about Ginta and how she was rejected by him even though she used to like it. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. It slipped out. Mikio's like, I'm sorry, it slipped out. And then Miko's like, oh, it's okay, it's alright. I don't really care anymore. And then Mika starts getting lost in thought about Ginta. She starts being like, man, those days were very different where I liked him. My head was always full of him. I would return home and talk about the conversations we talked about that day. God, I really loved him. And then we start seeing a flashback 2 years ago. Yada, yada, yada. Miko's just talking to Genta about the Japanese finals on TV. She's like, I saw that, it was embarrassing. Genta's like, yada, yada, yada. I wish I could hit a volleyball like that. And then all the girls like, man, those two people are such good friends. Wonder if they're gonna get together. Mikio and Genta just keep on talking. And then it's free time where Mikio and Mika are just talking. She's like, all she's going is, Genta this, Genta that. Man, I'd be so embarrassed. And I get easily steamed by him. Oh, I love him so much. And then Mikio's like, those aren't flaws. And then she's like, oh, I love all of him. I just can't stop loving him. And then she's like, why don't, and then Mikio's like, why don't you go confess your love? And she's like, what? What? No, I just can't. And then Mikio's like, come on, it won't be that bad. And she's like, you sure it won't be that bad? It won't be disliked? And she's like, it's alright. Mikio's like, it's alright, just do it. She's like, don't say it so lightly. And all kinds of weird stuff like that, getting all crazy. And then Mikio's like, confessing my feelings, I don't have that kind of courage. Maybe the love is one-sided. They're at sports, and then Miki gets sidetracked and taken to the back. But Genta's got this pin-like thing. She gives it to her, and says, here, keep it a secret from others, because I don't have any more. And she's like, I'll treasure it. And then he'll be like, I'll treasure it. And then she's like, wow. I wonder why he gave it to me when he had so many other people in clubs to give it to. Can I get my hopes up? And then Mikio's like, you sent a love letter? Miko's like, not so loud, not so loud. Mikio's like, no big deal, no one's around. And she's like, I wonder if he got it. Thought that was for some reason why you're acting nervous. Then Mika's like, wonder what Genta thought. And then Mikio was like, you gathered up the courage, just fine. Good job. And then Miko's like, oh no. I forgot to bring my PE clothes. I gotta go home. I'll be right back. Sorry. My charger just fell out of the... Alright, back to the video. And she's like, okay, I'll come with you. She's like, blah, 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 blah. It's because you're only thinking of Genta. Class comes. He's like, ever since first year, I've liked Genta a lot. What are you going to do to Genta? He's like, you don't care for Mika in particular at all, do you? That's what all the guys are saying. And then he's like, nah, I like her, but only as a friend. She's more or less like my guy friends I talk to. And then Genta's like, oh God, Mika. She heard it. Mika starts running around, leaves. He's like, I'm sorry. Mika runs around, starts getting tears in her eyes, falls to the... She's like, an ordinary friend. I misjudged you. You're the lowest, Genta. And then she's like, Genta, you stupid jerk. As she's in the middle of the floor, on the middle of the street crying. Corner of the street crying, I mean. And then Mikio says, when you're depressed or something bad happens, you should change hairstyle. Yada, 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 hairstyle. While Miko's like, why would I do that? Seriously. Is that such a necessary thing? And then, all of a sudden, we see that Ginta changed his hairstyle dramatically, and everybody's like, whoa, how could he have done that? Everybody starts looking at him, guys are making fun of him, saying, look at your monkey head, yada, 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 and then Mika's like, whoa, he really did change his hairstyle. And then Mikio and Mika are both thinking things like, man, this must have really affected him a lot more than it affected her. And then we flash back, and then we go back to the beginning. I mean, back to gym class, present day. She's like, man, I'm so lost in my thoughts. Yada yada starts talking about after the Ginta situation. We didn't talk normally for a year and a half. And then all of a sudden he came up to her and asked her about a high school class and said, hey, they've been posted. We're going to be in class together. And then one thing led to another. She starts rambling on and on and on and on. And then one thing led to another, and they just started talking one day again. And then all of a sudden someone goes, look out! Miki! And then she gets slammed in the face with a ball. Right in the face. Whew. That's just crazy. And then she's on the floor unconscious, like, stuff like that. She gets taken to the health room. Miki's like, much better. Mikio's like, how do you feel? And she's like, okay. And then Mikio's like, I'll go get your school bag, okay? And then she's like, can't believe this happened because I was lost in memories about Ginta. And then she starts thinking about Yu-chan and how Yu-chan will be in here. So he'll probably start making fun of her. He'll probably be like, you disgraceful doofus. So she thinks the only way for him to not do that is for her to be asleep. But then she thinks, but maybe he'll make me get up by kicking me. Gotta try. And then Yu-chan gets in there, asks for Mika, says Mika's name, realizes she's asleep. He's like, you're asleep. And then he abruptly kisses her on the lips. And then he walks right out. And then she's like, oh God, what just happened? Did he just seriously do that? Whoa. And then it ends. Chapter goes to blank. Question of the day. Did Yu-chan do that just because he felt bad for Mika? Does Yu-chan really have feelings for her? Has that kiss almost confirmed it? Will Mika have more flashbacks about Ginta, which makes me think that maybe she still likes Ginta, but Ginta doesn't like her? Will Mika ever reveal that she knew that Yu-chan kissed her? And will people find out? And will there be a rumor that they're dating? Or will more drama spark in the future? Well, that's all the time I have for today. Subscribe if you hadn't already. Have an awesome rest of your day. See you later, marshmallows. Bye. Stay fluffy.